Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today I'm going to draw General Grievous, but I'm going to draw the Warlord Grievous version from Star Wars. This is one from Star Wars, also in Fortnite at the moment. I'm going to do a full body shot, heads up here, sort of legs going down this way. So let's go up to the top. Let's do the kind of headwear first of all. So I'm just going to do a curve about this point here, just over to the left hand side a little bit. Okay. That little curve there is the top of his head. So then I'm just going to work it down, it's like the bandage effect on there. Just going to wobble the pen a little bit downwards this way. And then I'm going to just draw a nice curve around alongside there, okay? These are like little bandage elements, so I'm just going to draw a few little lines across there. Now let's look at the face. So you've still got sort of these long kind of cheekbones that come down this way. So either side of that, just inwards a little bit. Just going to do two little lines. Come inwards, or cut in a bit either side there. Then we're going to come downwards here, downwards this way, sort of taper it off to a longer point there. And then he's almost got like little tusks, I suppose, that pop down. So from these little points, just drawing these little kind of tusk elements, two long ones on the sides there. And then it's almost like little ones here. And then just additional ones on the side there. Now I've got those bits in up here, just going to do two little diagonal lines. That's like the crease of his brows, and the brows are going to sort of cut up, got those sort of evil, menacing looking eyes. Then I'm going to come in sort of almost like a little triangle point either side there. And what I'm going to do is just colour in, just leave a little chip of white in there, okay? Cheeks sort of sag a little bit there, and he's got these little markings in, and these little markings are red, but I'm going to just pop them in as well, just in case we want a black and white pick. I can almost and always sort of draw over them later. So there's little lines coming down sort of this way. They go through the eye, down here, sort of zigzag up, kind of cut down in there, sort of again sort of zigzag down this way, cut up, and then come sort of downwards this way along the face there. Just sort of fill them out a little bit like that, okay? So we've got that sort of facial feature in. It's got like long little, sort of like little sort of strap bits that come down. So I'm just going to draw a couple of little lines down, colour that in. Let's do that either side. So there's another one sort of coming down this way, like that. And then these little strap bits will pop out this side too, so a little chip out there, another little sort of chip out this way as well, all coming together. Now the Warlord version, I guess his neck sort of comes back here, that's almost like the hair area as well, so sort of a few little bits popping out there. And then he's got almost like a little piece of sort of armour over this way, so it's going to sort of draw a little sort of curvy triangle there. And then it kind of goes to the arms after that, so I'm going to draw this way, just a nice sort of curved triangular sort of cone bit there. And over this way, I'm going to draw a curve for the shoulder, come back up where the armour is there. So starting to just populate those arm pieces. Now this arm, let's do this arm here. This arm kind of comes out from this point here, comes down as a little curve and in, and it comes down this way here. Now, the wrist of him is going to probably come down to about here, and what he's got is two little sort of fan bits that kind of pop out. So I'm going to draw one going up here, one line there, I think one line coming up that way. I'm going to come downwards either side of that, like that, and then come back in on itself either side there. Okay, so, and just cap them off. Now, I can just draw a little sort of line in there, sort of like skeletal structure underneath. That continues down here. Just sort of draw some little sort of mechanical bits in there. And then I can come to the hand here. So again, almost like a little bone structure. So I'm going to sort of just draw a sort of little piece in there. We're just going to sort of connect to a little claw there for a thumb. Then draw some little sort of bone bits in here. And we're going to come round like that, just like little claw bits there. Okay, on this side, got the arm, got a little bit of armour here, so this armour sort of pops down here, comes up there, and then I've got a long little bit coming down, a bit like this point. It comes out actually here. Might just sort of fill in an additional little point there. Over this side again, I'm going to sort of draw, probably it's going to come down to about here. I'm going to draw a little fan bit that comes out in around like that, little sort of triangle. And again, let's draw another one sort of popping up here, down, and then joins in. And again, we can just draw a few little dots and things, sort of show the mechanics, maybe a little sort of circular ball bit there. Down here, I'm going to draw a little thumb area, so 1, 2, 3, little claw bit there, and a wider bit of the hand there, and then we can just draw sort of little sort of claw skeletal bits there. Okay, it's quite a tricky bit. So next up, let's look at his torso. So this will come sort of downwards this way. So from this point here, I'm going to come sort of downwards like that. From here, I'm going to come kind of downwards like that. And this will be like his belt area. So in the middle of his belt area, I've kind of got a nice belt buckle. Just put a couple of lines in that. Then I'm going to come around with this belt over side like that, and around here like this, and I think at the end of here, just draw a little rectangle. It's got a little pack on that. Okay, now just to populate this area here, it's kind of got a little strap going across his shoulder here, so I'm going to draw down a little strap area there, and he's got some little bits of ammo, so little curved bits of ammo in there. And we'll just continue that strap to about here, and then we'll just go around there like that. And then from here, I'm just gonna just draw in a couple of little curves around there. A few little bits going on here. There's a couple of lines in here, and a couple more like that. Just a few little lines will populate it up. Almost like a bit of armour in the middle here. Coming upwards, maybe just cap that off there. Now as we come down to this point, kind of got a bit of material sort of coming out from either side of that belt, and it's a bit raggedy at the bottom. A couple of little sort of rope bits or string bits coming down there. And then we've got another sort of bit of material coming down beyond the one we just made. Back up that way. And then sort of got these sort of bellowing sort of trousers going on. So I'm going to come out here, right out, pop it in, either side there, and then we're going to sort of come out this way, like this, and then come around here. So drawing these upper parts of the legs. Then I've got a nice sort of rounded curve there for the knee pads. Draw another one in here. What we can do is just sort of pipe that either side, and then just draw a few little curves in. Then his legs sort of spring backwards here, so they kind of come back and down. Just cap that off. And on this side, kind of goes back like that, cap that off. And then we can draw the lower part of his legs, so they come out down this way to like little claw points. So the lower part of the leg comes all the way down here. On the other side, bring it all the way down this way here. And then I've got sort of 1, 2 claws there. And then I've got some side ones, 1, 2 there. And just draw little sort of nails on those. And then these are kind of bandaged up, so I'm just gonna draw some little curves all the way down it. All the way across to here, and just drawing up that middle bit. On this side, I'm going to come down here, so I'm going to draw a line down this way. I'm going to draw a line down here. Now the foot pops out down this way, so I'm going to come outwards here, back, draw another little claw there. It's got 1 claw here, just join that up, and then there's a back sort of claw about there. Again, let's put some nails on those. And then what we can do is sort of cap it off there and just draw some little curves of the bandages around here. And they sort of go around the foot around there and around here. And then I think almost like lastly, it's got a little cape, the Warlord version. So I'm going to just draw, coming out from that corner arm there, just bring your pen out. So just draw again, so a flappy little bit of sort of straggly little bit of cape sort of coming around there. It's got a little, like additional little sort of curved little point there. You can tie that up. And then I'm just going to sort of draw some little wiggly little bits on here. And then what I might think of doing next is just getting my thicker pen out, and just because he's got a lot of detail on him, just going to sort of go around the very edges first of all. Sort of giving that edge. Bolden up those edge points on him. Come all around there. That one's already sort of coloured in. Kind of goes around there. Then I think this almost comes up there at the back. Sort of matches it off. There we go, that helps a lot. And then what I might just do is just fill in this edge here. And I think just underneath around this point, we can sort of fill in around here a little bit darker area. Just fill it in there for a little bit of shading. Quite possibly just where these little tusk bits are under there. Maybe sort of at this point as well, we can sort of fill that bit too. And then I'll just go back to the other pen. What I might do now is just sort of draw in some little bits of darker lined area from the sides there. Just sort of hatch that in around the edges. Actually, maybe that just will fill that out a bit. This point here on the belt, I just bring that out, a couple of little loops on the belt where it hurt, and then a few little lines in there. Oh yeah, I've not done in this point here, like that. And then he's got a few little sort of bits on the armour. We can just sort of draw in a little bit of piping, a few little sort of battle damage bits or little bits that look like it's sort of battle weary around him like that. Maybe just around here we're just popping a bit of hatching around there. Maybe we'll just pop a couple of curves on those bits of ammo. Pipe those bits off, sort of just add a few little flourishes of sort of comic style effect, I suppose, just around the edges there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just on the edge here, maybe we'll just put a few little lines in. Again, just to kind of help with the shading and the shadow effect. And this cape sort of swoops down here, so maybe on the other side we'll just have some longer hatching bits like that, just to show those off. And there we go, that is the Warlord Grievous version of General Grievous from Star Wars, also featuring Fortnite at the moment. Let me know who else I can draw, let me know what you think of the skin, and we'll see you again soon. Alright, thanks a lot, bye for now.